Former interim UFC lightweight champion Tony Ferguson is gearing up for his latest attempt to break an ongoing and lengthy losing skid. Since extending his record-tying 155-pound winning streak to 12 with a victory over Donald Cerrone in 2019, Ferguson has lost 6 on the bounce. Although the veteran's first 4 setbacks on that run came against elite competition, his last 2 were opposite fighters outside the rankings. After a submission defeat on short notice to now former UFC star Nate Diaz last September, Cucuy most recently fell victim to another choke, with Bobby Green leaving him unconscious at UFC 291 this past July. While his difficult form and age has left many calling for retirement, Ferguson has firmly dismissed that. He will instead return to the Octagon in pursuit of a rebound triumph this December at UFC 296. There, the 39-year-old is tasked with blemishing the promotional record of Paddy Pimblett, a former Cage Warriors champion who has risen to prominence through 4 victories on MMA's biggest stage. While most believe the matchup marks a step down in competition for Cucuy, one prominent combat sports personality thinks it still presents a major concern. During a recent episode of the Weighing In podcast, former mixed martial arts referee turned Bellator analyst John McCarthy gave his take on Ferguson's upcoming crack at returning to winning ways. Despite some damage being done to Pimblett's stock owing to his most recent performance opposite Jared Gordon, McCarthy still believes that the baddie boasts one sizable advantage that could make for a difficult night for Ferguson. He's Pimblett's not that good in the stand-up. He's not that big of a power puncher. He's faster, McCarthy said. That's the problem that I see in this fight for Tony. Paddy's faster. But, if you take a look at Pimblett's wins, name me the name where you go, wow. There you go. The speed is an absolute concern in this fight. If Paddy fights smart and tries to stay on his bike on the outside and just uses speed to get in and land shots, then he's got a great shot of winning the fight, McCarthy added. Only time will tell if Ferguson can overcome that likely speed deficit come fight night in Las Vegas on December 16. If he can't, all signs appear to point towards a UFC departure for the veteran fan favorite, with UFC CEO Dana White even hinting that a defeat will mark the end for Cucuy.